Hey everybody, what is going on? It's Lazarus here, bringing you an MLB The Show 18 video. And today, we're going to be discussing the top 5 most intriguing new features that will be in MLB The Show 18. Now this list consists of things we've seen from the first 2 developer live streams, so if they announce something monumental down the road, and you're wondering why it's not here, then that's why. Without further ado, let's get right into the list. First off, we're going to be talking about some of the main gameplay components, particularly hitting and fielding. We'll start with the hitting. According to the devs, the whole hitting engine has been completely revamped and made better. Ramon Russell said that they have been spending 2 hours a day just hitting, trying to see how it feels, and they made some very notable changes to the PCI. Now you can see the changes here on screen, and the reason they did this is because there was a lot of complaining in MLB The Show 17 that the hitting system was fundamentally flawed. So you have to give props to the developers for recognizing that and going and really doing a pretty decent job, so it seems, of fixing it. As you can see on the screen, they have the results of where you will hit the ball based on where it is in your PCI, and how it will differ if a guy is a power hitter, or if he's more of an average hitter, or if he's just not a good hitter in general. But the hitting isn't the only thing they've improved on. Certain fielding animations such as tagging runners, catchers blocking the ball, and pitchers fielding have all been completely improved and revamped. In regards to tagging runners, that whole system has been completely rewritten and made 1,000 times better, and now catchers can actually block the ball very well, and still have the ability to throw out runners. These were 2 very big issues in MLB The Show 17, so it's nice to see that San Diego Studios is really focusing on them. And more of a general improvement, they've added urgency to all the fielders, so instead of just kind of lollygagging it out there, they should be playing hard every time now. The next new feature we're going to be talking about is the batting stance creator, and this is something that has me personally very excited. As you may know, baseball is a very unique sport. There's rarely ever 2 players that have the same or similar batting stances. The batting stance creator is going to add another level of realism into the Show 18. This is something we haven't seen in a baseball game since MLB 2K13, back when that series was still a thing. And with this new feature in MLB The Show 18, you're going to be able to edit any player's stance or use it for your creative players. Now the parts of the stance you can move are the hands, arms, elbows, legs, and hips. So this could be used for a variety of reasons. If you don't think a player's stance is accurate in the game to how it is in real life, you could change it to how you see fit. If you want to have some fun and make yourself in the game, you can make a stance accurate to how it is in real life. I just think this feature is really cool, probably a little bit overdue, but I'm not complaining now that it's actually in the game. The next new feature we're going to be talking about is custom practice mode. And if you tried to play practice mode in MLB The Show, you know it's a pretty tedious process. Between all the loading screens, all the settings you have to choose from, it's just not something that you want to do. However, with this new custom practice, they've pretty much streamlined it. If you played the series prior to MLB 16, then you'll remember community challenges. Now this custom practice mode is a lot like that, with the fact that you can actually just keep on redoing the same play over and over. You're able to customize things such as who you want to hit, who you want to pitch, the count, any base runners on, and general stuff like that. However, there's no long loading screens, and you could change the hitter and pitcher in-game. This will make it a lot easier for new players to get better, and in general, it makes practice mode a lot more playable. In at number 4, we have a pretty interesting feature, I must say, and that is the new legend teams that have been added to the game. Now so far all that we know about them is that they can be used and play now, and that there's also 3 of them. The names of these teams are the Long Ball Beasts, which will consist of players from the 90s and 2000s, the Expansion Era Boomers, which is mostly 70s players, and then there's the Mid-Century Groundbreakers, which is the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Now this, to me, is very exciting because I can't wait to see all the legends on the team. Plus they do have some pretty sweet logos, which does intrigue me. Now this isn't anything too game-breaking, but it's a nice change, and something like this hasn't really been in MLB The Show since 2010, so it's interesting to see it back. In at number 5, we're going to be talking about all the legends that have currently been confirmed for MLB The Show 18. Now this is only new guys, not ones that are returning. We can assume that most of the legends who were in the past 2 years are actually coming back, but there's a lot of new faces as well. So far we know we have Troy Percival, Lee Smith, Doc Ellis, who is very famous for throwing a no-hitter while under the influence, Pretty interesting stuff there. Pee Wee Reese, Don Sutton, Benito Santiago, and we have 3 very big names, with Babe Ruth himself finally making another appearance in MLB The Show, his first since 2010. And then we have 2 recent Hall of Fame inductees, Vlad Guerrero and Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. The fact that they got some of these high-profile guys like Babe Ruth gets me really excited for what they're not showing us. I mean, you have to think it only gets better from here, right? What legends would you guys like to see in MLB The Show 18? Let us know in the comments below. Well, that is going to bring us to the end of our list and the video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments below, what features would you like to see in MLB The Show 18? Me personally, I'm hoping for a stadium creator, but who knows when that'll happen. As always, I'm Lazarus. Thank you for watching. Peace.